Alright guys, it's been a long time, but sound is finally fixed. Own 3D finally got their act together, and I think we're ready to go. So I promised you a gear tutorial a long time ago, and finally going to deliver on that. Should take about 5 minutes. Quick overview before we get started. In general, as an assassin, you want to hit around 95% accuracy. That only takes 2 accuracy enhancements. As you can see, we use the 24 endurance, 51 accuracy, 37 power enhancement. Again, use 2 of those. Those can be found in either Marauder Weapon Master gear. You can also find it in operative gear as well. Anyway, crit chance, we're a little low. I would like to be around 30%, but stacking power is just too good right now, simply because power has no DR, and since our shocks, which are our biggest damage dealer, are auto crit anyway, we don't really care what our crit chance is. Also, we get increased crit chance from our auto crit on shock, so it synergizes well that way. As far as crit multiplier goes, you want to hit about 75%. After that, it starts to DR extraordinarily badly. Same with expertise. After 500, it just falls off pretty bad. The difference between 500 and 700 is only about 1.8%. Okay, pretty standard. We have Battlemaster implants and earpiece, no big deal. We use ricotta bracers and belt just to boost our willpower and endurance. They have a significant amount of willpower and endurance over the Battlemaster versions. Plus, like I said, we don't need the extra expertise because we just want to sit at 500 anyway. Now, as far as mods go, the mod we're going to be using the most is the aptitude mod, 25. 29 endurance, 48 willpower, 37 power. That actually comes in our gear. I think it's either in the chest piece or in the gloves, not sure which. You're going to want to switch out, as you get your Battlemaster gear, you're going to want to switch out every single mod that you have with this one. It's going to be a pain in the ass because you're going to have to buy extra pieces. Like, my bank is full of extra Battlemaster and ricotta pieces just laying there. It's really the only way to truly min-max your character. Again, the initiative enhancement 25, you can sometimes get lucky and buy one on the AH, sometimes not, but they do come in the Warrior Weapon Master gear and also in the Operative Enforcer gear. Alright. Now, when you're not using the accuracy mod, remember you only need 2 of those, we're going to be using the Adept Enhancement 24s. Now, the reason you use 24s and not 25s is because unless you get really lucky on a drop in a hard mode op, they just don't exist, because all of the 25s have accuracy on them in the PvP gear. Anyway, these come in either the helm or the gloves of the operative gear, Imperial Agent. It's the 23 endurance, 34 power, 48 surge. Now, we do power surge, most people do crit surge, but they're doing themselves a disservice if they're an assassin, because, like I said before, we don't need the crit, we just want to stack as much power as possible. Let's see, we got fully buffed, we're sitting at 508 power, which is 445 bonus damage. Most assassins won't even hit 400. It just makes everything we have hit for a ton. There's really no other way to do it if you just want as much damage as possible. Now, we sacrifice a little defense in order to get this much damage, but really I mean, you're still super tanky because you're sitting at almost 7,000 armor, and armor is the best defense. We also have 17,000 hit points, which is plenty. Do not use shield generator. I use a power generator. Again, I don't see the point of having the 10%, 20% shield chance. It really only works against auto attacks and things like rail shot. Not that big of a deal. You're not going to eat that many in a row to make it worth it. One trinket we use is defense rating. Now, most people you find are going to be biochem, and that's fine. If I had it to do over again, I would probably go biochem just for the simplicity of having the renewable flasks and whatnot. But if you do happen to be artificing, you can make a ricotta level relic that has a augment slot. As you can see here, my defensive rating trinket or relic, I put a plus 28 power augment in it, which gives a nice 51 endurance and 65 power. That's a pretty big DPS increase. We usually pop this whenever we're fighting bounty hunters with rail shot or marauders, is the best thing to use it for. Or if you're just running the hut ball and want a little extra defense. Same deal with the other trinket. It's just a power relic, 77 endurance, augment slot power. Nothing fancy there. You just pop that along with all your other offensive cooldowns, if you so choose. Obviously, we use the Stalker lightsaber, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, all of my mods are low on the endurance side. If you want to go tank, you are free to do that, but you're going to sacrifice a ton of damage in order to do so. My build, my setup is just to do as much damage as quickly as possible. If you've watched any of my other videos, I always sit at the top of the list. Like 500k is no problem, and plus I'm still tanky as most assassins are. You can't really tell a difference. Anyway, that's my gear guide, and check back later this week. Gonna be doing a lot more videos, and we have our sound back, so we got that going for us. Anyway, thanks for watching.